How do I look?
Very good. I must say I'm amazed.
Hi, I'm Lisa Sim for Sim Minerals, and I'm here at Très Chic Styling, one of my favorite places to find designer dresses. I'm here with my lovely model, Sarah. Sarah's gonna be How to Be Audrey Hepburn, you know, from like Breakfast at Tiffany's. You love that one?
Of course.
You know, First Kiss in the Rain.
Yes.
First time in the movies, done. You know she's a hooker in it too, right?
I did not know that.
Surprise! Okay, but just to say that it's one of the most elegant and classical looks that you can find out there. It all comes down to like a beautiful liquid liner and some false lashes. And you know, the bump its, if you got those, throw those in your hair too. In terms of the Audrey Hepburn, like it should always start with a really light porcelain skin. You know, back in the day, there was no bronzage, they did no like self-tanners, there was no tanning beds, so they kept a really light porcelain skin. So we're gonna start with a little bit of cashmere foundation and some minerals, and we're just going to lightly, circularly brush that all over. You have a little bit of a tan, so we gotta like obliterate that right now. And I'm gonna brush that across the lips. Take your large squirrel fluff brush, put that across the lid, and then right into the under eye. Just do a little circle around. And anywhere there seems to be a little bit of excess redness. We're gonna start with Deluxe Oval Fluff, a little bit of Candlelight, that's your base shade. Sweep that across the lid. Having that base shade is going to brighten up the eye, it's gonna make it all even toned, it's gonna help for other colors to adhere and to blend to it. I can even take the same brush, same color, and just use it on the top of the cheekbone to highlight. Then I'm just gonna go into the double angle brush. We're gonna go into something that has a little bit of a pinky beige, a little bit shimmery, and we'll accent the crease with that. So it's a really non-color, so it's actually gonna help pull out the green that's in your eyes. You say you have brown eyes, but I see a little bit of green in there, so we're gonna make that happen. One thing that's just gonna add a little bit of sparkle to it is platinum. It's a little bit of an eye gem, so it has a little shimmer to it. We're gonna take this brush, which is a fluff brush, but it's made from Kolinsky sable hair. So it's really, really smooth, but it's really compact looking down. And we'll just apply that along the lower lash line, inner corner of the lower lid. If you wanna make this way more dramatic, you can actually like apply it wet. So really with the Audrey look, she's got a nice full eyebrow, God bless, and a really thick lash line, and it's gonna be accented with a liquid liner. We'll take a small angle brush. We're going into a dark brown. This one is called Bark. And we're gonna take our spoolie brush, brush the brow down, and just stipple in between the roots of the top line and pull outwards. And anywhere that you do see skin, just fill that part in. So it should be really, really graphic, very evident. Brush back through. So you can just see the difference, like her eyebrow looks fabulous as is, but once you add a little bit of color to it, it really just gives that definition to the eye. Now, liquid liner should not be for the faint of heart, but just to help you out, to give you a little bit of guideline, actually start with a little bit of black eyeshadow to be kind of like the map for the liquid liner afterwards. That way you're not gonna be going all over the place. It kind of like defines where you're gonna be putting that color. So just hold on to that angle brush. We're gonna go into like a dark black. So I'm just gonna do a very thin line with a dry shadow. And I'm going past her natural eye corner and just extending a little bit further out, just to have a little cat eye effect to it. Go a little bit wider in the corner. Basically, by using a bit of like shadow before you do the liquid liner, you know, if you really screw up this part, it's really easy to remove it. A lot easier than it will be with the liquid liner. So the all-important eyeliner brush. So again, it should be something that's very like tight, compact head, something very smooth, something that doesn't lose its shape, it's not wobbly. Don't buy the really cheap ones, they really, really suck. So go with something that's like a high-end Kolinsky sable kind of material. So I'm just taking some like old school cake eyeliner. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of water in there. You're gonna make yourself a little paste action. I'm gonna try to go as close to the lash line as possible, which means I'm aiming for the roots of the lashes. I'm just applying more pressure to the outer corner so it gets a wider line. Pointed tip outwards. That way you have a nice sharp little cat eye. Just let that dry so it doesn't double up and then you have like more black. But if that happens, a little bit of Q-tip, a little bit of eye makeup remover, takes away all the extra stuff. So in terms of blush now, we're just gonna go with something really, really fair on the apples of the cheeks. I'm gonna take blush brush. I'm gonna go into a very, very light pink. This one is called Primrose, just to hit the apples. You know, just to give that flushed look, like you just finished with a client. In terms of the Audrey Hepburn lip, it's not gonna be like fire engine red. It's gonna be something very pretty and neutral. We're gonna go with a pinky color. I'm gonna use two things. It's from Arbonne, actually. One of my favorites is Ginger. It's a lip pencil. Just close the lips together. I'm actually gonna fill in the whole lip. And then the lip color is called Candy. And it's just a little bit of an iridescent pink color. And then we're gonna have to add a little layer of false eyelashes. She already has some mascara on, so I'm not gonna touch it right now. Just gonna go straight into a full row eyelashes. Forget the individuals, forget the demi. Okay, so I'm just bending this just to give it a natural curve. Just gonna add a little strip of glue. Just let it aerate a little bit. You want it to get a little bit tacky so it actually grips. I just want you looking down, not actually closing completely. Start it in the middle, then anchor the corners. Eyelash number 1, that easy. The beauty about this is that like it will dry clear, but if like you want to make sure that it's like really concealed, you can always go back over it with a little bit of black eyeshadow or go back over with another coat of the liner on top of it. If you feel like sweeping on another coat of mascara underneath and just raking your lashes together, they'll integrate and they'll look like you have like the mascara lashes that you see in magazines that aren't real at all. So this is it. This is the How to Look Like Audrey Hepburn at Breakfast and Tiffany's. Sarah looks awesome. She looks just like her. I want to thank you all very much. I'm Lisa Sim for Sim Minerals. You've been watching WatchMojo.com.